What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Just back again with another video. This is your one-stop shop for anime and manga. Let's get into it. I want to start by saying thank you to everyone who's been subscribing. If you're new here, you like my content, you like what I'm doing, consider subscribing, leaving a like, hit the bell to know when I post another video. Also, follow me on Twitter. Link's gonna be in the description. So today I'm finally gonna do it. I've been collecting manga for about a year now, and I have currently 281 volumes of manga. So today I'm going to take you on a tour of my manga collection, show you every volume I got, and just talk about it a little bit. Now, 280, that's by no means a lot, but I love this hobby. I can't wait to grow my manga collection even more, and I can't wait to see how much my manga collection is going to grow when we do this video next time. Real quick, I just want to start by saying I have two shelves of manga, and basically one of my shelves is my completed series. Another shelf are series that I'm currently collecting. So they're what I'm currently collecting / ongoing. Now, they're in no order whatsoever. They just put them on the shelves. I just put them the way that look best to me. There's no alphabetical order, no creator order, nothing like that. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed my manga collection video. So here's my manga collection. This is my completed shelf. And first we have volumes 1 through 5 of Erased. I truly love Erased. It's so good. One of the best animes I've ever watched. I highly recommend picking up the manga because it's so good, just as good. It's just a little expensive, so that's what you might want to look out for. Next I have Deadpool Samurai volumes 1 and 2. This is a great combination of Marvel Comics versus manga. It's so good. If you're a huge fan of Deadpool, if you're a huge fan of comic books in general, I definitely recommend picking up Deadpool Samurai because it's very good. You're going to really enjoy it. Next I have volumes 1 through 3 of Animal Crossing. Now, I love Animal Crossing. It's by far my favorite game on my Switch. I did not realize the Animal Crossing manga went as long as it did, so I just picked up these 3 volumes on a whim. I really do love it. It's nice. It's a nice gag manga. I just can't justify getting more of it because it's not that good. It's okay, if I'm being honest. Next, I have School Judgment volumes 1 through 3. The complete set, and it's so good. The art is done by my favorite artist of all time, Takeshi Obata, and it's so good. If you like anything about the legal system, you'll like this nice little twist on it with middle school students. It's so good. I highly recommend it. It's okay. The story is not as amazing as some of his other works, but the art is impeccable. Next we have Naruto anime manga. I really do enjoy this. It's so good. I got this in Borders years ago, and I just had it in my closet. I just found it recently, so I'm happy to add it to my collection. Next we have the Yu-Gi-Oh anime manga. Once I found the Naruto anime manga, I knew I had to pick this up, especially when I finished collecting all of Yu-Gi-Oh. Had to pick up the Yu-Gi-Oh anime manga. Don't mind my Coca-Cola, he's just there as a bookend. Next we have volumes 1 through 9 of Yu-Gi-Oh 5Ds. I had to pick up Yu-Gi-Oh 5Ds because this is by far my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh anime. Now, I will be honest, when I started reading 5Ds, it's not that good. It's completely different. It's basically a completely different series than the anime, which is insane to me. But I had to pick it up. I had to show my love. It's okay, but this, I highly recommend just watching the anime if you love Yu-Gi-Oh. Next, we have volumes 1 through 14 of Planet Men. This is done by Oba and Obata Sensei, the duo that brought you Bakuman and Death Note. This is their most recent work, and these are by far the most amazing manga covers I've ever seen. The story is okay. This is not their best work, but it's very good. I highly recommend just watching the anime if you have it. But I had to pick this up just to show my love for Oba and Obata Sensei. Next, I have volumes 1 and 2 of Doubt, an amazing horror manga. It's so good. I wish I can get it. I think it's Secret, and I forget what's the other one called, because they're out of print. You can't really find them. I was happy and lucky enough to find out. It was on Right Stuff, and I love this series. It's so amazing. I wish I could read more of this mangaka. Next we have Death Note short stories. I love Death Note. It's amazing. I had to pick up short stories because it had all the little one shots and all the little vignettes of L's life, things like that. This is an amazing series. Definitely had to pick this up. After that, I have volumes 1 through 6 of Wotakoi. This is by far my second favorite manga of all time. I truly love Wotakoi. The only reason it's second on my list is because I read Bakuman first, and because of that, I had to pick up the nice exclusive Kinokuniya volume, and it's so good. I highly recommend a nice slice of life about office life and just otaku culture. Next is probably my most proud series that I've ever collected, and that's Dorohedoro volumes 1 through 23. I really enjoyed this series. I'm glad that my girlfriend told me about the series because I really didn't know nothing about it. I just collected it all. I went in blind and I fell in love. It's so good. A nice story. It gets a little confusing towards the ending once it starts getting to these thicker volumes, but I highly recommend it. Anyone to pick up a nice, like, seinen type of series. After Dorohedoro, we have volumes 1 through 10 of High Score Girl. High Score Girl is again one of my favorite animes, and the manga was just as good. I actually did really prefer the manga over the anime for the simple fact that the manga has nice little additives that the anime missed out. It fleshes out a little bit more scenarios, a little bit more of the characters, and I really do recommend High Score Girl. It's a nice rom-com series of two young kids who just love video games. Definitely recommend it. After that, we have volumes 1 through 14 of My Hero Academia Vigilante. I will die on the hill stating that Vigilante is way better than original My Hero Academia. Until we get to the war arc, I always say that because once My Hero got to the war arc, it completely changed, and this was an amazing series. Now, this is not the completed set. There are 15 volumes, so I'm waiting for the last one, but basically it is all here, volumes 1 through 14, and I'm just waiting for the 15th one. Next, we have All You Need Is Kill, an amazing series. I love it. This is my favorite one-shot and a nice beginner manga for anyone. I'm always going to recommend All You Need Is Kill for anyone who wants to get into manga. And for the final series in my collection, I had to pick up all of Yu-Gi-Oh! So this covers volumes 1 to 38, and I had to pick this up because I grew up watching Yu-Gi-Oh! I grew up playing the card game, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Holds a very special place in my heart. And once I read through this, I'm currently reading through it right now. It's so good. I especially love the beginning of the series where it's basically season 0 if you've seen the anime, because it really does tie into the rest of the world. It's so good. I highly recommend anyone, if you like Yu-Gi-Oh! Even think it's good, pick up the manga because you're not going to be disappointed. And lastly, we have volumes 1, 2, and 3 of Crazy Food Truck. It's so good. I love Crazy Food Truck. This was an amazing series. It was just non-stop action from beginning to end. I highly recommend it. I really think Crazy Food Truck is a nice beginner series where it's only 3 volumes, so it's not going to be too much of a commitment. And the art was beautiful, and the story was just all crazy types of hell, and I really do recommend it. Now here we have my ongoing shelf, and first I have volumes 1 through 5 of World's Finest Assassin Gets Reincarnated in Another World as an Aristocrat. I really love this series. It's so good. By far one of my favorite isekais. I highly recommend anyone just pick this up. It's so good. Next, I have volumes 1 and 2 of Monster Musume. All due respect, this one is not mine. This belongs to my girlfriend, but she likes it, so I had to add to the collection. Next is volumes 1 through 4 of Candy and Cigarettes. It's so good. I highly recommend it. I did not think I was going to like it as much as I did, but this is a nice buddy cop series. I really do enjoy it, about an 11-year-old assassin. I've talked about it enough. Definitely pick this up. Next, I have 1 volume of Call Girl in Another World. That's okay. It's like another isekai about a call girl who gets not reincarnated. She gets teleported to another world. I didn't really like it. I read it. It's okay. I might not continue to collect it, but I'll just have it in my collection for now. Next, I have volumes 1 through 8 of the Full Metal editions. I love Full Metal Alchemist. It's amazing. By far one of my favorite series. I've watched the anime about 15 to 20 times, and I had to pick up the Full Metal editions, these nice hardcovers, because I hated the way the normal spines looked, and these just look amazing. Next, I got volumes 1 through 11 of Soul Eater, the Perfect Editions. Now, I know nothing about Soul Eater, but I cannot wait to read this because I know it's a sequel to Fire Force. However, it came before Fire Force, so I cannot wait to read this. And I had to get the Perfect Editions because, again, I just love my hardcover manga. Continuing my ongoing manga, we have volumes 1 and 2 of Parasite. I love the full color editions. They look beautiful, and I can't believe that they're going to spell Parasite. That's going to look real amazing when it's completed on the shelf. I highly recommend anyone just pick this up if you want a nice full color edition of manga. Next, we have the Fire Force Omnibus, volumes 1 through 5. I love Fire Force. I think it's an amazing series. I highly recommend it. Fire Force is by far one of my favorite newer generation series, even though it is about 10 years old at this point. But the Omnibus volumes look amazing. I really do love the connecting spines of it, and I just had to pick up Fire Force. Next, we have volumes 1 through 6 of Solo Leveling. I love Solo Leveling. I love the fact that it's all color. It's a nice manhwa. I really do enjoy it. And this is by far my favorite manhwa that I've read. I've read a couple of them, but this is the only one that actually stuck out to me. So I highly recommend anyone pick these up. They are a little bit on the more expensive side, but that's because you get nice full color editions. Next, we got what you guys know is my favorite ongoing series, and that's Zom 100 Bucket List of the Dead, volumes 1 to 10. This is currently up to date. I love Zom 100. It's so good. By far my favorite ongoing series, and I really do love the anime. I can't wait. I can't stress enough. Pick this up. You're gonna love it. Next, we got one volume of Prison School. Now, Prison School is, again, not mine, it's my girlfriend's. This is like kind of hers and my manga collection a little bit, mainly mine, but she likes the more crazy series, as you can see with the Monster Musume and the Prison School. Now, last but certainly not least, from my ongoing shelf, we have all of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. So I have the first 2 volumes of Thus Spoke Rohan Kishibe, and then all of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure from part 1 all the way to part 5, and that covers part 1, 2, and 3 of Phantom's Blood, 1, 2, 3, 4 of Battle Tendency, 1 through 10 of Stardust Crusaders, 1 all the way to 9 of Diamonds Unbreakable, and finally 1 to 8 of Golden Wind. Now, Golden Wind is not done. I do believe there's 9 volumes of Golden Wind. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure needs no introduction. I really do love it. It's so good. If you don't know if you're gonna like it, I do recommend starting with part 5. That one, you may get a little bit spoilers for like the previous parts, but it's a nice way to find out if you're gonna enjoy the series, because part 5 is the most self-contained. You don't have to read parts 1 through 4 really to understand part 5. So that's what I have on my shelves. Now it's time for my box sets. I do have a few box sets that I don't put on my shelves just so I don't have too much space taken up on the shelves. But here's my first box set that I ever picked up, and that's the entire Death Note box set. So it has volumes 1 to 12 of Death Note, and of course volume 13, How to Read, which is just like a data book and a little extra stuff. I really do love Death Note. It's by far my favorite series of all time. I really enjoy it. I highly recommend a lot of people check out Death Note. It's a nice beginner series. It's not too long. You can just pick up the box set or you can just watch the anime. Highly recommend it. So Death Note is made by Oba and Obata Sensei. That's their first series together. After they finished Death Note, they made Bakuman. Bakuman is by far my favorite manga I've ever read. I read it all on the Shonen Jump app. It's so good. Once I finished it, I had to pick up the complete box set. So this is volumes 1 to 20 of it. It's just a nice series about a duo who wants to aspire to be manga creators. One of them does the art, one of them does the storyboards, and it's so good. They go through a lot of trials, tribulations, and it has a lot of slice of life elements that I really do enjoy, but it's not too much slice of life where it gets a lot boring. So I highly recommend, if anyone loves Obata Sensei, pick up Bakuman because you're not going to be disappointed. Next box set I have is box set 1 of One Piece. And shout out to my cousin, because you're the reason why I even have One Piece in my collection. He knows I read through all of One Piece in a single month. I can't believe I did that. Around when it was about 1,015 chapters when I decided to read it all. I really did fall in love with it. So I picked up the first box set thanks to him. And the first box set just contains 1 through 23 of One Piece. Now, because One Piece is so long, I'm just going to wait for the box sets, honestly. I'm just going to be picking up the box sets one at a time. And I'm just going to collect it that way because I don't have time to be going out and hunting for over 100 volumes. So here's box set 2 of One Piece. And this holds volumes 25 to 46. And that's it for as far as One Piece. I don't have, obviously, all of One Piece. I don't have all the box sets. So I'm going to be picking them up little by little. But only, like I said, through the box sets. And I love One Piece. This is by far one of the better series. Obviously, it has to be great. It's been running for almost, I think it's 25 years. It's going to be 30 years soon. So this is my entire manga collection. These are all the volumes I have, including my box sets. I hope you guys enjoyed it. So that's my manga collection video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know down below what some series that you're currently collecting. And I can't wait to share with y'all my manga collecting journey even further. If you haven't yet, and you made this far into the video, consider subscribing, leaving a like, hit the bell so I post another video. This is your boy Just. I'm off this.